Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to share with you the impact of COVID-19 on people's life. Nice to meet you. My name is Linda. I want to share with you one of my most forgettable trips. In 2020, I stayed up every night to get an off-season flight at a triple market price. Although my hometown is only about 3,000 kilometers from Johor and only takes me a couple of afternoons by plane, but it took me 21 days to cover the 4-hour journey and still pay the higher cost of quarantine. During my 21-day quarantine, I occasionally had to drop blood to have it packaged into my nose or throat. When I come out of quarantine, people around me were afraid of me, as if I were a viral infected. To be exact, when I tried to harm my mom, she quickly drugged and carefully sterilized me 3 times with alcohol. 3 years into this garbage bag, we have seen many changes, lockdowns, quarantines since. Only seeing movies are helping in our life. Now, I would like to introduce the impact of COVID-19 on people's life from 4 aspects. Firstly, the coronavirus is a serious health hazard. According to statistics, the number of people infected with the coronavirus has reached more than 500 million. Fatigue, cold, and headache are the most common after effect of COVID-19. Even if the patient recovers, it can also damage the head, lungs, and brain. Most frightening of all, as the virus continues to mutate and become more infectious, many people become asymptomatic. That means asymptomatic infected people may feel good enough to go out, which could lead to more infections in those who come into contact with them. Asymptomatic infected patients may even die from negligible illness due to their inability to judge its severity by themselves and the inability of doctors to judge the patient's condition based on common disease characters. Secondly, the pandemic has changed people's way of life. Now, most of the widely change is later. People are wearing masks when they go out. In addition, contact with COVID-19 patients may lead to infection, so many offline activities are forced to be transformed into online activities, such as online learning and online offshore work. When people have to attend important offline events, they have to show their reports. Besides, people get into the habit of disinfection when they go home, and many people store large amounts of things at home in case they are suddenly quarantined. Many people who study or work in other places are also unwillingly separated from their families for a long period of time. Third, the pandemic takes a heavy toll on the global economy. The World Bank forecasts later the global economy will shrink by 4.2 this year, and in the report, they highlight later the coronavirus pandemic will be the worst recession since the Second World War. Because of the epidemic, many industries cannot function normally, which leads to a large number of people unemployed. Without a stable source of income, the employees have to rely on stable relief or social assistance to maintain their lives. And many countries have stressed restrictions on intro conditions, such as tourist visa cannot enter in China. As a result, many tourism-dependent countries have lost their main economic resource. The most serious is mandatory inflation. Because the coronavirus high effectivity and the fatality rate, the world has lost the lobe, and the market is not in balance with supply and demand. Finally, companies and businesses are forced to pay higher salaries to their workers, and the price of their products rise accordingly. This leads to monetary inflation. Last but not least, we have become witness and experienced marks to this pandemic. But because I am one of the people who spent 3 years scared and unprepared, and I have been bored by online class. For example, I can't get other materials in a time minute, but think about it in other way. We are actually lucky that we can continue our education without having to worry about making ends or meet, as many unemployed people do every day during the pandemic. In addition, although online activities are a little difficult to accept, but they also bring many benefits, in a, such as we can watch a teaching video repeatedly without worrying about missing it. And this epidemic has also made us deeply aware the importance of personal hygiene. Many people who do not like to wash their hands have formed the habit of washing their hands before eating. This change also implicitly trained our ability to adapt the environment. Although we have a better understanding of the coronavirus, we urge you to observe good personal hygiene and wear masks at all times. Try to reduce the burden on the social medical system. Thank you for listening.